guys, what's up? This is Chucky V and you're watching What's Happening Now in the News. So craziness is going on right now at the Olympics with top Olympic athletes. Ryan Lochte, the weird guy with the white, bluish, greenish hair, yeah, him. Well, he is a swimmer in the Olympic team. I think 3 or 4-time Olympian. He's got so many medals. So his competition ended a couple of days ago. And before he actually left Rio, some craziness happened. So according to Ryan Lochte and some of his teammates, they went out for one night, decided to have some fun after winning some medals. It was the last night of the swimming competition. They were coming home, driving on the road, and apparently they got stopped by some fake cops. Now these were particularly civilians in Brazil pretending to be cops. They stopped them, they took them out of the car at gunpoint, robbed them blind, took their money, took their wallets, took everything, left them there stranded. Ryan Lochte and the rest of the guys got back, told everyone they were robbed. It was a big story, everybody's talking about it, they're being interviewed, it's all over social media. And then the you know what hit the fan.
The shit's gonna hit the fan. Watch that oil temperature. What the hell's he doing up there?
So apparently Brazilian officials were not happy with this story. They felt like, look, if you're gonna accuse this country of robbing you, you need to have proof. And some of the stories weren't exactly matching up. So apparently things that Ryan was saying wasn't matching what the other swimmers were saying, and it started causing some red flags to go up. Now Ryan ended up leaving the country a couple of days ago as scheduled, but the Brazilian authorities wanted him to stay. They were actually trying to seize his passport so that he couldn't leave the country because they were taking this very seriously and they had more questions for him. Now 2 other swimmers were trying to leave the country and their plane got stopped and they got pulled off the plane and they're being questioned right now, which is freaking crazy. A 3rd guy, they don't know where the hell he's at. He's hiding out someplace, but he's nowhere to be seen. Nobody knows where he's at. But they're trying to find him so that they can question him as well, because Brazil feels like, look, something's going on here. The whole world is watching us right now. I don't know if you guys know, but Brazil has a really, really bad reputation right now of being an extremely violent country. A lot of robbery, a lot of thievery going on, a lot of corruption. And, you know, they take this threat very, very seriously. They don't want people to think that their country is full of thieves, pretty much. So they want to clear their name. Now Ryan Lochte is sticking to his story. He's stating, look, we were robbed, this is what happened, and I'm not changing my story. Now Matt Lauer actually questioned him the other day because there was an inconsistency with his story. He originally said that he was pulled out of the car and that a gun was placed on his head and the gun was clocked back. Then in the story with Matt Lauer, he said that the guy pointed the gun at him from a distance and cocked back the gun. Matt questioned him on this and was like, look, you said this one day and now you're saying this the other day. Which is it? So Ryan is like, oh no, it was from a distance, that's what happened. My thing is, if I was robbed and I had a gun pointed at me, I would remember every single freaking detail to the T. It would be so clear because I want the truth to come out and I wouldn't be inconsistent about that. So I don't understand how that story doesn't match up or how it's switching and churning and changing. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's making me think maybe something else happened and I was right. So apparently today, Brazilian officials are stating that they have footage of the swimmers fighting somebody at a gas station. Apparently they kicked the door down. One of the swimmers got into a physical altercation with one of the guys at the gas station, and they ended up paying off the manager at the gas station before the police could get there. So it looks like they knew they were in trouble. They knew they got into some type of fight. They wanted to cover it up and somehow decided to come up with this crazy idea that they got robbed. I don't understand how that makes any possible sense, but you know, you put a bunch of drunk guys together and yeah, that's what happened. People have been going crazy on Ryan Lochte on Twitter, calling him Pinocchio and making fun of him and pretty much saying like, dude, you're lying. We know you're lying. So not looking too good for Ryan Lochte, but I'm sure more will be coming out, so stay tuned. Also in the news, Ellen Degeneres is a racist. No, she's not a racist. But apparently if you look at Twitter, you might think she is a racist. So a couple of days ago, the men's 100 meters finals was aired and done. Usain Bolt, a beast, he won his 3rd Olympic gold medal, 7 gold medals total, and he has 2 more to go. So Ellen knows him personally, he's been on the show, and she likes him a lot. So she posted this Twitter. As you can see, it's completely harmless. It was meant to be fun. It was supposed to say, look, Usain Bolt is so freaking fast and so amazing that instead of getting in a car and running my errands, I want to just jump on him because he's so fast. Like, that was the whole point. That's how I took the tweet. That's how most people took the tweet. But apparently at Black Twitter, they didn't take it that way. So a lot of African Americans were upset. They were pretty much cussing Ellen out, calling her a racist, saying that she was insensitive, asking her how dare she do this, pretty much asking for her account to be deleted. I mean, it's been pretty hectic and crazy, the backlash that she's been getting from this, which I think is so ridiculous. She actually had to respond and pretty much stated, look, I'm aware of the racial issues in this country. I'm very sensitive to it and I understand it. So that was her way of pretty much saying, back up off me, people. And I think the problem with calling it racist is that when real racism happens, it tends to go over our heads because we're so desensitized because everything is being called racist and racism when it really isn't. Also in the news, Gabby Douglas, you know, the 3-time gold medalist, 2-time Olympian, she got some nappy hair. Really, people? Really? This again? So Gabby Douglas, again for a second Olympics, wins her gold medal with the team. You would think people would be excited about it. They would be celebrating her victory. They'll be saying, yes, you go, Gabby, you did it again. No. They're talking about her edges. They're talking about the fact that her hair wasn't permed, that her hair wasn't did, that she didn't, you know, straighten it out, that she didn't wear a weave, that she went natural. And 4 years ago, the exact same discussion was happening with her. She won the all-around, the first African-American woman to ever win the all-around gold in the Olympics, and all people could talk about was her hair. I mean, I just can't. I can't. I just think it's so sad. I mean, look, you want to judge her for her hair? Judge her for your hair with your nice permed weave while you're sitting on your couch and she wins gold medals. You keep doing that. I want to say a big thank you to you guys for supporting my last video that I did last week. I got over 100,000 views. What? Like, I'm so freaking excited about that. I got some new subscribers, so I want to say thank you guys so much for the support and love. And to the new subscribers, thank you so much for sticking with me and for hitting that red button. If you guys like this video, please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe because it helps me out so much. I love you guys, and I definitely will be posting more videos as they roll in. Oh, and yes, I'm rocking my man bun. Don't hate.
Have to withdraw from the 2012 Olympic Games. Oh!